That takes us to the second page section that I have in here, and I found that doing 3 is really the most that you want to do, especially if you're going to do them this thick. I have it's a manila folder style pocket here. If you untie it, old Jolie, very, very old Jolie stickers, probably again from 2000, 2001, but they still work, and I thought they were pretty. Just a little bit of bling. I couldn't resist. But you open it up and you'll see that there is a Photomat down at the bottom with a quote, some stamping done here, and a tag, just glued, nothing special, just more decoration. But this opens up and you'll get 3 vintage glassine envelopes here for stuff. Locks of hair, newspaper clipping, whatever, but just room to stick stuff in there. Pictures are great, but sometimes we have things that don't really fit for pictures. This whole section actually opens up, and you'll find 2 more tags. So here's one that says adorable, and again it has journaling on the back. Patty cake, baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Used to sing that to my kids all the time. And then this one, I chose not to do a tag coming out this way. I made a heart shape. It had a heart-shaped frame, and went ahead and made a little tag that goes in there, and that's covered with acetate, so it's protected and everything. And my little homemade pinwheel. I couldn't resist. Just too cute. Another big tag here for Photomat. Cute as a button, with my buttons up in the corner. Oops, sorry guys. Cute as a button with my buttons up in a corner. And then Sweet Cheeks on the back. For anybody who's wondering, this whole paper line is K & Company, Brenda Walton's Small Wonders. It's not easy to find anymore. Unfortunately, I was able to scrape some stuff together between this and eBay and online, but in stores like Michael's and stuff, there's not a lot of it left. But did find enough to make it worth it. So, turn this over, and we have a Photomat on the back. It says you and me and baby makes 3. I really like that concept. We don't always get those kind of stickers, so that was a kind of cool sticker. One of my grungy, simple flowers. I couldn't go too girly because it was a baby boy album. I make much more ornate flowers than this typically, but I wanted to match the theme here. Opening that up again, 2 tags down at the bottom. Simple tag with on the back journaling, and it kind of describes your little boy. So just check 1 or 5, whatever is the right thing to do there. And a shrinky dink. Here it says brand new. Star tag, Photomat on the front, baby what a day on the back. And then this thing has a funny story behind it. This is actually a book in a book. I really wanted to do a set of 12 Photomats, 1 for each month of the baby being born. And I tell you, I did everything. I did accordion folding, I did everything, and I couldn't figure out a way to do it that didn't get lumpy in this book. So this is finally what I ended up going with. It's, just put together with a jump ring at the top here, and 1 for each month. Again, the pictures can slide in underneath these numbers, and then there's journaling on the back. And it just fits in this big pocket here that would normally hold a big tag, but because it's big enough, it actually holds the 12 pieces. In the center tag on this one, again, another interesting story. I've never done acetate as a tag or page before. I've done it as overlays on pages, but never really done it as a standalone. So, as you can see, it's clear. It has a laundry line on it. for baby clothes hanging off of it, little onesies. So I ended up keeping it really simple, mostly because I didn't know how to do anything more ornate without it showing through on the other side and really conflicting with each other. So that tag is the big center tag for this one. And then going to the last folded page section, Doodlebug here with Sweet going down the side, a long skinny Photomat there, and this opens up, and I'm not sure if you can see this, but that says favorites at the top, and I basically just stamped journaling lines and then numbers, colored the numbers in for all sorts of favorites, because, you know, there could be up to 15 favorites, right? And then 2 very small photomats on the back with date and place at the bottom. A quote tag, "Every child begins the world again" by Thoreau, with a photo mat on the back. Alright, and then, you know, what would an album be unless you made sure you had these in here. I mean, especially for a child or any kind of family thing. The Adage tickets are just fabulous. So Giggle, I thought, was just perfect for this album. So those are on there to decorate that. Behind it in the bigger pocket is a bath time tag with little pebbles to represent the bubbles. My pebbles were, again, probably 6 or 7 years old and didn't want to stick, so I ended up getting out the glossy accents to make them stay there. But they're on there now. They're not going anywhere. And then on the back is just a little short journaling stamp. On the other side of this is a photomat. Again, picture slides in underneath the cutie there. Opening up, there's 2 tags here. One is a stamped, hand-colored little picture. It says "Little Bundle of Joy" with photomat on the back. Again, some hand drawing in there, which is unusual for me. I'll get to that in a minute. A ticket tag, "Tiny New Bundle," "Sweet Baby" on the back. And you'll see here, I never really put my own handwriting or doodles or scribbling in any of my paperworks before this. I was always in my art journals, but never really in my paperworks. I always relied on rub-ons or stamps to get that kind of look. And I got kind of brave in this book and decided to do some of that. And I'm really glad that I did. I have, hand doodles around a lot of the different pages, and I think it just really brought a lot of personalization to it, which is what I was trying to go for. She is a friend of mine. Again, more paint in the back here. Have to have my paint. These brads are cool. They come from Scrapping Up, I believe. They're blank. You punch out a 1/2-inch punch, decorate it, put the epoxy bubble on the top, so you can pretty much have anything you want. So I put a J and an A for Jonah Augustus. This one you'll see down at the bottom. This is, I think, more like what Elsa did. She had the triangle tag, flap here. Instead of gluing it here like I did on most of my other pages, she had it freestanding. And so I decided to try that in this book. I've not done that in previous books. I've done quite a few of these books and had not done it in previous books. And I'm glad I did. It's kind of a little bit of change. Cutie Patootie with one of my favorite family type stamps at the back. It basically says "Select all that apply," and then it has all sorts of different descriptions like loved and quiet, grumpy, or stinker. So I thought this. I love that stamp. And a tag here with you'll see these. I have the felt embellishments throughout the book with journaling on the back. And then the big tag here is not really a tag. It is more like a money envelope that I made. You can find cutouts, you know, templates for these all over online. And yeah, basically just printed it on the back of my 12 by 12 paper, cut it out, and folded it up. There's, you know, room on the front for a picture and photo record, and then, you know, something thin could go in the middle of this. You can't put anything too thick because those middle pockets are kind of tight. But you know, a sheet of paper or something could definitely go in the middle of that. And then with this fun triangle flap, you always have to figure out how to do a fun triangle tag. So here's my fun triangle tag. Kind of kept it simple, kind of hard to embellish something like this. For me it was, at least my brain wouldn't wrap around it. So just, you know, Photomat on the front and journaling on the back. And then finally, in the back here, just another handmade envelope with my seam binding. Again, the nice thing about this envelope is it's a little bit bigger, and because it's at the back of the book, it can be a little bit fatter. So for something that might be thicker, that might be a good place to put it, is in there. And that really pretty much takes you to the end of this book. Again, really big, fat, fun book made you know, for my friend tomorrow. For her baby shower, and so as part of the baby shower I wanted to make sure that, you know, the whole thing was special. So on top of that I also took our, gosh, this isn't going to work, is it? Let me see if I can take it out wider. No, it doesn't really want to go out wider. But this is my bag. And I made a handmade cardigan out of the same paper paper line, so it really matches. But this is my bag. This is actually, I think, a bag we got with our takeout Chinese last week. And just took all the different stamps and stamped it up, you know, just randomly. Did some die cutting, some stamping on the front, and glued it all on, and then the little book will go in there, and it'll be ready to go. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed my first try at it, and I'll probably do more. Thank you everybody for watching. Bye.